I'm standing on the corner of Ferry Hinksey Road and Botley Road, and it's actually only about 20 minutes later than the end of the previous video. I thought I'd take advantage of the weather to do another short walk, and I'm going to go down a track variously called Willow Walk or Willow Lane to North Hinksey and a pub called the Fishes, which should be glorious today. It's got a huge garden and there is ample opportunity to sit in the sun. I stopped here at a cut, a cut in the video, when I walked along Botley Road, so this corner may be one that you've seen before. I'm just on the end of a bridge. You can't see it from here, but there's St Friedwide's Church just beyond the tree, and the bridge is known as St Friedwide's Bridge or Osney Ditch Bridge. Osney Ditch being a small stream that comes off the Bulstake stream that I mentioned in the previous video. We'll see the Bulstake stream again because I'm going to cross it. I'm going to start by walking down Ferry Hinksey Road. Oh yes, and I guess I should say that I came up Willow Lane towards the city centre I think it was at the end of the Botley Road video. Apologies for jerkiness and excessive cutting, but I'm still having trouble with the gimbal and it keeps flipping the phone into untenable positions. So I'll be speaking and suddenly whoomph, phone turns upside down and almost hits me in the head. Also means I'm walking rather slower than normal because I don't want to jolt the gimbal out of its precarious stability. So this is Ferry Hinksey Road, which is largely devoted to small-scale business. There's an industrial estate called Osney Mead Industrial Estate at the bottom on the left. And there's a road a track down the right-hand side of that industrial estate that goes a short distance and then leads to a sort of stone or brick or concrete edged underground cable channel which goes to a substation near South Hinksey. You can walk along that now. It's what's called a permissive footway. And it's a very nice walk to South Hinksey from here. On the maps, it's actually been given the name Electric Road. It's something that in a previous video I said that I and a friend always used to refer to as the Neolithic tramway. Okay, that's a community school and there's a path on the left and over a bridge to Osney Island. That's St George's Field on the right, big recreation place. And Willow Lane is at the end on the right. Lane lighting you may see on the sign there. That's a long established theatrical supplies business. They do stage lighting and special effects such as carbon dioxide smoke. Well known to students, I think, doing reviews and other performances. And if the track down to South Hinksey is marked on the maps as Electric Road, this little side track is actually officially known as Electric Avenue because of the works on the left. On the right, there's a white something or other Enterprise van, and then a row of cars ending in a grey car. And just beyond that, there's a blue footpath sign, or maybe cycle track sign, and that's where Willow Lane starts. Now the real question is, can I get to the fishes and buy myself a pint before the battery runs out? I should be able to. Okay, now I cross the road. And there's the signage. The white on black sign there says Osney Mead, and the industrial estate goes off to the left. The far side of the industrial estate, the back, is bounded by a stream, and I think I'm right in saying that that is in fact Bulstake stream, which has come round from Tumbling Bay, gone under the Botley Road, wiggled around a bit and come out near here. So now I'm on Willow Lane, and very nice and peaceful it is. that goes into King George's Field. And this bridge crosses the Bulstake stream, which has now come off the industrial estate and is going underneath us, and thence to Botley Road. That's looking roughly south at the Bulstake. And that's looking roughly north, though there's a lot of bridge in the way, and if I tilt this thing too much I'll get hit on the head again. There are some things you can do with that path that I'll show you in future videos. So this is still Willow Lane that I'm walking along, and I'm walking towards North Hinksey. And I'm going to come out on North Hinksey Lane, which is where I walked along in the Botley Road and Harcourt Hill video. It's still a beautiful sunny day, and I'm going to treasure this because we probably won't see another one. There's a story by Ray Bradbury called All Summer in a Year, something like that, All Summer in a Day probably, set on a planet, probably Venus, where it rains all the time. Science fiction writers used to think that Venus was like the Carboniferous era on Earth, that it was all jungle and rain and no sun. And it's set in a school, little kids obviously. On the planet it rains all the time except for one day in 10 years, or possibly one day in 100 years. And on that day the school gives a holiday and everybody goes out to enjoy the sun. But sadly, there's one little girl who is hated by everybody else in the class. So when it comes time for the sunny day holiday, the other kids lock her in a cupboard. And she stays there until the teachers discover her. But only after the sun has gone down. So she misses the one sunny day in 100 years or whenever it is. Well, I've experienced my one sunny day, but I probably won't get another. Okay, I'm approaching the end of Willow Lane now. There's a humpback bridge to come, and that crosses the Seacourt stream, which continues on the south, on the left, as Hinksey Stream. The name Seacourt occurs in several locations around Botley. For example, the tower, popularly named Botley Cathedral, is, I think, officially called the Seacourt Tower or Seacourt Building. And Seacourt was a village somewhere up the top of and to the left of Port Meadow. It's a lost village, and it's lost for at least two reasons. It's depopulated, and there are certainly no buildings left, but it was also buried more firmly when the A34 was built. I have wondered about showing you Seacourt, but I don't think I can get onto any of the land. And what there is mainly visible only from the air in the form of crop disturbances and LiDAR sightings and other archaeological investigation techniques. Personally, I'd rather have had Seacourt than the A34. It would be less noisy for a start, but I think I'm in the minority. That is Botley Road over ahead of us, in front of one of the shopping estates. Somewhere around there's a PC World, a Curry's, used to be an Argos, and various other shops of that nature. B&Q, bed shops. Lidl or Iceland or something like that. Right, so this is the Humpback Bridge crossing the Seacourt stream. There are fields to the south, mostly passable, and there's another track that roughly parallels this one, and part of which goes through the garden of the pub, the Fish's Garden, and that's called the North Hinksey Causeway. And I'll come back along that sometime. It's notable because it gives access to a spot known as the Dip of Happiness. So this is the Humpback Bridge and that's the Seacourt stream. If you go a little to the right and then left between the houses, you go through the pedestrian underpass and can then get up Harcourt Hill. Right, so this is North Hinksey Lane. This is North Hinksey Lane. That on the right is St Lawrence Church. That now goes to the A34, that road, the ring road in other words. I wouldn't mind betting that some of these people are driving to the fishes. And there is the fishes. That's the North Hinksey Causeway. This road is pretty much a dead end. It goes to a rugby club and I think to a tennis club, but not anywhere else. Okay, well it looks as though the pub is open. So this is the inside of the Fishes, nice and spacious, and they do a nice selection of beers and restaurant type food. It looks lovely on a day like this because there are so many windows. various events on. And I'm going to take my beer into the garden and show you that. So this is the garden. I'm on a sort of elevated ledge that goes round the side of the pub. I suppose you'd call it decking. That's on it, and that's the garden beyond. Right, so sorry for all the cutting. I'm sitting at a seat in the garden. That's the Fishes. It's got its name on the chimney. That's the North Hinksey causeway running down in front of the fence. And, well, it's an idyllic spot for a drink, so I'm going to end the video here. See you next time.